Planet followers. This is Eric Peterson in Salt Lake City. And today is my honor to be joined once again by the man himself, Mr. Eric Martin.
Uh,
Hey, Eric, this is Eric.
Hey, Eric, it's like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, well,
Well,
I mean, you got hair, I don't, but
barely.
yeah.
As,
How
as,
are,
the,
how are things going
as,
for you?
as the fans would say, they always say, like, where's that scream that you used to do? Yeah, where's that? And where's your hair? So, anyway,
I haven't had mine since about 25, so.
all right. No, it's like that's what old guys do. They like to say their boo boos and stuff. Yeah, I lost my hair at 25, and then I can tell you that I started going gray at 25, and my back hurts. Anyway, let's get back to some positive shit because I'm starting to get depressed.
Yes. So first of all, some fun stuff. Let's talk about, you have a few Eric Martin Band shows coming up, and one of them is in Salt Lake City Friday night.
Yeah, and then the other one's in Denver.
Yeah.
And I've been looking at the weather. I went to Florida a week ago. It's only been like 3-4 days ago, and it was Key West, bright summer day. Like it had to be like about 75, 80 degrees outside. And I looked at the weather for you guys, and there was a winter storm, a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Now, I looked at the weather right now. I mean, definitely it's going to be like in its 30s, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It should be in about the 30s.
Yeah. See this like split lip right here? You can't see this right here, but
Yeah.
I was in New York, or not New York, New Jersey. And yeah, so I was so cold. I'm wearing a coat, a knit hat, a scarf, and I'm walking with my friend, and I go, I can't do this. And my friend goes, do what you can. Do what you can, son. I can't do this. Anyway, yeah, kind of harsh for a singer, but it's only 2 shows.
Yeah.
And I love to play, so it doesn't matter. Shut up, Eric.
So,
Stop
so
playing.
tell me, the Trixter guys are playing with you, or are they opening up, or?
Yeah, they're playing with me.
Okay.
So it's Steve Brown, the unsinkable Steve Brown,
Yeah.
and PJ Farley, Trixter, Fozzy, Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
And then the drummer he was in a band called ZO2
Okay.
back in the day. I don't know if you ever watched, there was a show on Bravo. It was called Z-Rock or something like that.
Familiar.
Like a really funny rock and roll show.
Okay.
With David Z, bass player. He passed away a few years ago from the Adrenaline Mob, and his brother Paul, he was a singer, and Joey Casada is the drummer.
Okay.
He's written a couple books. He's a rock and roll guy, been around, kicking around for years. But the 4 of us, it's kind of like a super group or a stupid group, I like to say. We're kind of like the Rat Pack of rock. We played a lot of Trixter and a lot tons of Mr. Big, some solo stuff. It'll be the kind of thing where somebody will go, they'll shout out a Mr. Big song. They haven't in a while, but they'll go, "Going where the wind blows," and then the guys just kind of take their guitars off and walk off the stage, and I'll play an acoustic, couple ballads.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's really informal. A lot of ball busting going on, if you guys can handle it.
Yeah.
Specifically through me and Steve Brown.
Okay.
Like he's like, "Hey, bro," and that's how he talks. That's how you talk, Steve. Yeah. Anyway, and PJ, oh man, and they sing really great. That's what kind of gets me all excited. Even we played in at the Rock Island Festival deal, and Mr. Big had a song called "Shine" that Richie Kotzen wrote.
Okay.
It was one of our singles, and harmonies are spot on. I mean,
nice.
like as good as Mr. Big, I'm telling you. But and yeah, they played great. You know, Steve, do you know who Steve Brown is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, he was in Def Leppard for a good hot minute and played with a bunch of people. But yeah, a lot of fun to play with.
So I was just curious. I was looking, and when was the last time you were in Salt Lake? Because I saw you in 2001 when you opened with the Eric Martin Band opened for Y&T.
Okay. I think we've been to
And
Utah.
that
Oh, no, I played Ogden.
that was when it was. It was in Ogden in
Yeah,
2001 with Y&T.
yeah, Ogden, right. Uh, with a great guy who promoted it. He passed away a bunch of years ago. His name is Danny Mars. And he was one of my oldest friends from the old days, Eric Martin Band from the 80s. Yeah, it's been a while since Salt Lake City, and it would have to be like with Mr. Big some of the time. I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I don't remember.
Yeah. Okay. So
But
it's
but
a
but
long time coming.
I went online and I checked it out where I ever played Liquid Joe's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have.
They all run together, right? I mean, when you're going from city to city.
They do run together. You remember, like I remember, you know, the good place to drink, the good, you know, a great place. It was in and out for wash and dry. Um, PJ Farley has been booking the gigs lately, so we're guaranteed to stay at some Hampton Inn. So, it's just lean and mean. Oh my
Yeah.
God. We're in a rent. We'll all fly in from different places. Um, Steve and PJ are from Jersey. Joey lives in Jersey now too. I live in San Francisco. So we'll fly in, get our little rent a car, load it with gear, and like some of like PJ will drive usually, and Steve and Joey is there, and I'm in there, and none of us can see each other because all our gear is like hanging
Yeah.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Should
fun.
be
It's like
fun.
going back to the roots.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. I'm excited for it.
It's you'll see it. I mean, good rock and roll, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Some funny moments, good shtick and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now I was going to ask you, I wanted to ask you, we talked a little bit about the Avantasia stuff, and I I mean, obviously I've heard your song on the Moonflower Society, and Rhyme and Reason is this, it starts off very chaotic and then it kind of, yeah, it's like, oh shit, where's this going? And then all of a sudden it levels out and you just kill it in that song.
Oh, right on. Thanks. Yeah. Um, I never I've sung fast songs before, but I've never sung that cadence.
Yeah,
Kinda like, okay, Avantasia is gonna be we're gonna go to South America
I saw that.
pretty soon. And I understand that we're gonna be doing some of that paranormal stuff. Like I'm shortening it.
Yeah.
The society stuff. And it's like I can't remember the words right now. I'm gonna have to learn them, again. But I mean, weird cadence with
Yeah.
really fast tune. But I've done shit like that in Avantasia for like a good 7 years now.
Yeah.
I sing uh, a song called "What's Left of Me." That
Love
was
that song.
that was on Mystery of Time.
I love that song.
Me too. Thank you. And then I'll sing, this Rhyme and Reason. And but I'm kind of like the Swiss Army knife of the band because the singers that sang on the album, like Joe Lynn Turner or Klaus Meine, over the years, they don't tour with the band.
Yeah.
And so I'll sing their songs. Like I sang with Ronnie Atkins from Pretty Maids. We did Twisted Mind, and then I got to do it. I've done it with Ronnie Atkins for a couple years, Jeff Tate for a couple years. I did it once with Michael Kiske. Just once, one Canadian gig or something like that. But there's a song called Savior and the Clockwork,
Hmm.
Wicked Symphony. I mean, and this is my first time singing sort of symphonic metal. And, Mr. Big, they go, I like when people say, well, hard rock and metal, with Mr. Big, it's not metal, it's just hard rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Playing with Avantasia, I would have never been able to play with bands like Megadeth and Metallica and Testament and Five Finger Death Punch or whatever, just like metal stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of fun. So I'm the guy who sings the Klaus Meine song, Dying
For an Angel. Yeah.
Oh, I'm tired.
Great song.
And this is my third cup of coffee, so it's
Oh.
kind of jittery and tired. So yeah, Dying for an Angel. But then let's see what Toby comes up with next. But yeah, that Rhyme and Reason song, man. I'm gonna try to ask for a teleprompter. I mean, come on. How am I supposed to remember that stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the cool thing about the Avantasia stuff is you've got so much talent up there. And Toby when I talked to Toby when this album came out, and he was just saying, I can't think of any better people to work with than the people I work with.
I can't believe, first of all, Jorn Landy is his go-to. And Bob Catley, of course.
Yeah, Bob, yeah.
Yeah, and then me and Ronnie, I think, came up together. Jeff Tate came in a bunch of years later. Herbie Langens, who's a really great singer, actually. He came in. We've had we had Amanda Somerville for a very long time. She helped me big time in the first tour. I was doing Twisted Mind with Ronnie Atkins, and there was a couple really super high parts where Amanda and I kind of did a duet with it. I went under her. Promised Land with Jorn Landy.
Yeah,
that was really difficult too. Because Jorn, he didn't show up for that first tour.
Oh, so yeah, that's right.
I sang Promised Land with Toby, and Amanda, basically, she didn't give me vocal lessons, but she gave me Avantasia lessons, gave sort of opened the blueprint for the band, and this is how we do things. And she was great. And then she, went on and had, a husband and a baby and the whole bit. And the two girls that we have now is Adrienne Cohen and Ina Morgan. And oh my God, phenomenal together.
And can anybody touch Adrienne Cohen? I mean, she is just up and down all over the place.
But they can touch her. I mean, look, she's got a beautiful voice, right? Angel with butterfly wings. But then she's got this and heavy, dark, she kind of blew my mind when she's singing that song Moonglow.
Yeah.
Right? With that voice, and then she does this thing with Ronnie Atkins and Toby. Can't remember that name of that song, but
something of souls, I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, but very, what do they call it? Growling.
Yeah, the growling voice. Yeah.
Yeah, but Toby, I don't have the heart to tell him. He always says, he goes growling. I go, he's growling, and he goes, well, maybe it's my accent. I don't know, but and singing with Ralph Sheepers.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I mean, and he's blood curdling. Nobody touched that dude nobody can get that high.
No.
Even Jeff Tate, he can do it, but
yeah,
struggle. And that's ridiculous high.
Yeah. Plus, if you piss him off, he's just going to snap you like a twig too.
He's a gentle giant. Really is. He looks like, like muscles with muscles on top of it, like cartoons, Popeye times 3. Yeah, but he's a sweetheart guy.
Yeah.
Really lovely guy.
Well, let's just hope that Toby says, let's take this to North America again. So
we did that North American tour. So right after that San Jose show, we played in Worcester, Mass. And that was a huge crowd. And I was I held the phone up to my kids. This is how it's supposed to sound.
Yeah.
But We went to Canada a couple of times too, and I hope we go there. Yeah, it's a thing. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all up to Toby and Toby's management, but
Yeah.
we're going to South America. We're playing Summer Breeze. We're headlining the Summer Breeze Festival. The There's a company called Free Pass Entertainment,
Mhm.
and they basically bought the rights for the European Summer Breeze, where Avantasia actually headlined there, but they bought the rights to bring it to Sao Paulo. And yeah, there's a bunch of bands playing there, but I'm really excited about that too,
That'll be fun.
because Winery Dogs are going to be there too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it could be good.
So lastly, I just wanted to touch on the Mr. Big stuff.
All
And
right.
you kind of confirmed that you're gonna be touring, not dates, but you said we're gonna be touring and
Yeah, we are going to be touring. I can't tell you that much.
yeah.
People are saying, and it's not, my management the other day goes, quit telling people it's a reunion. I go, you're right. Yeah, I never say it's a reunion.
Yeah.
Everybody else says it's a reunion. It's not. It's a final tour. It. We didn't. It's not. Look, we talk all the time. We're friends. Um, Paul's usually pretty busy, but I talk to Billy like a couple times a month. Um, and we've been talking over the years. Like even and when Pat passed away, I mean, I needed to get you know, this band was friendship on fire, for a really big portion of my life, 34 years maybe. And so, we talk all the time. And I follow these guys over the years. I'm friends with Jeff Scott Soto too. So,
Mhm.
Sons of Apollo, oh well, Winery Dogs. I love Richie Kotzen. I mean,
Yeah.
I actually just called Richie the other day, and then to be perfectly honest, and I don't want to ruffle any winery dog feathers. Dog feathers. That's funny. Um, I didn't care for that first song that came out. It was mainly just like a lot of notes and
Yeah.
that kind of shit. But they have a song called Mad World.
Mhm.
It's Mad World. I called Richie. I texted him and I said, "You raised the bar on your voice. I can't believe this. It's amazing. You sound. This song's an epic, like R&B rock and roll song." I wrote Billy the same thing, and he was like, "Oh, thank you so much. That's tremendous." Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the band and all the guys in Mr. Big. Um, but yeah, we're getting back together to end it in a happy way.
Good.
Yeah.
So
And
it'll be like the Blues Brothers. "Hey, man, we're getting the band back together."
I s then, I said the same thing to Pat Torpey in 2008 when, uh, I was opening to Richie Kotzen in Naples, and Pat was playing drums with Richie,
Mhm.
and when, I was done, they were setting up the gear for Richie's gear, and me and, Pat talked backstage, and I said the same thing. I go, "We gotta get the band together.
Mhm.
Oh, we're on a mission from God," that
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah. So, yeah, we're getting back together to say goodbye, basically, in a good, proper way. Uh, Fans have been asking for it for so many years. Trust me, I've been asking for it for so many years too, because I love Mr. Big. I love writing the songs,
Mhm.
band, and I love performing on stage with them. And I've been doing a lot of Mr. Big music for years and years and years. Um, nobody, nobody wants to hear that. Everybody goes, "Are you going to put a solo album out?" Yeah, I'm kind of working on it. I've been saying that. I've been saying that crap for a long time, and I can never get it together. And they don't want to hear the solo stuff anyway. They want to hear Mr. Big songs. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, give the people what they want. And I love the people that I play with, the PJ Farley, Steve Brown, uh, there's a guy here, Mark Hawley, that I play with. Um, but there's so many musicians that I play with that play Mr. Big songs, but nobody better than Billy and Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Pat, of course. But
Yeah.
you know, um, I I'm really happy that we are going to do it.
That's awesome.
And for years, I feel like I'm stuttering here. For years, I used to go, "Oh man, can we continue a little longer?" No, that's it, man. A couple of months, and we'll see you in a couple of years, and do it again. And I'm always the guy that's pushing for like more gigs and all that. Now, I mean, like back in the day, man, we toured so much. I would be like,
Yeah.
"Please, I want to go home."
Yeah, yeah.
Singers. But it's time now to
Good.
to say goodbye and say goodbye in a proper way.
Good.
Yeah,
Good. I'm excited for it.
right on.
Well, I appreciate your time, Eric, and I'm looking forward to seeing you this Friday. And
So,
everybody, go
Salt
check
Lake
out
City.
the new stuff and find a show when you're playing and go see it, man.
But you what do you call you guys? I mean, you Utahns, or what do you call your?
Yeah, Utahns. Yeah.
I don't like it. It's got to come up with something else. A little
Okay.
hard to.
All right. We'll figure something out.
You salt. Anyway,
Well, okay, so what we do have is so they have a shirt in Utah that says SL, comma UT.
SL. Really? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Sluts?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. All right. All right. Well,
You want me to find you one? You want me to find you a sled
I,
shirt?
I would wear a sweatshirt,
Would you?
yeah,
Okay.
of course, with pride.
Okay. I'll
Um,
find you one.
but yeah, come on down to the show. I mean, I'm sure you will be coming to the show
Yeah.
because because I left you 2 passes and a photo pass and a couple of 2 passes, right?
Yeah. But I mean,
No, oh, you don't your fans. Come on, they think you're paying. Come on.
I am paying. I really am. I mean,
You paid enough. You
yeah.
paid your dues.
Yeah.
I'm be more than happy. You're my only friend in Salt Lake City. I mean, I'm sure there's a few fans out there to go, "Come on, you said you're the only fan." The only fan I've talked to in a while, face
Yeah.
to face. But no problem. Get you in and make sure your photographer doesn't stand right underneath me and taking the picture up here because you just rock stars just don't look good when they're like this way. So back up a little bit. Plus, my nose looks really huge if you get too close
It
to me.
was funny when I shot Black and Blue when they toured spent a few years ago.
Did
The guy
James say the same thing?
yeah, he said, "I don't want any turkey shots of me where I have the turkey neck, where it
No
kind of
one does.
no." And
Like,
I said, "Don't worry, I'm smart. I'm not going to publish those."
yeah, but it's funny about some fans though. I took a bunch of pictures of you tonight. I go, oh, cool. And I always say, pick out the best ones that you like and put them up on your Facebook if you want, or hashtag me. Is that what you call it? Hashtag?
Yeah.
And yeah, and then you see it up there, and it's like the cool picture, and then 58 other pictures the same, and it's like really not cool, not cool. Like all you know the worst relatives at Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does look good. Not good.
I mean, I've taken a few of those photos, one of them of David Coverdale. So I mean, it's never seen the light of day, but I have taken photos like that.
Show
And I
me
don't
that.
publish 'em.
Show me. I want to see that picture because I'll be the judge of that.
Okay, all right.
Okay, because some of those guys look good.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, I
I can't
appreciate
believe we're talking about this shit. Right. All
so
right.
we'll see you on Friday then.
Yep, Salt Lake City, Liquid Joe's, Steve Brown, PJ Farley, Joey Casada, which I call him Eric Martin and the Knuckleheads. It's
Yeah.
never been on a poster. They don't like it. I kind of like Eric Martin and the guys that smell like soup. What do you think?
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, they hate that too. But they're great players. We kick ass singing, and there's gonna be a lot of funniness, jokes, and ball busting going on. It's a lot of fun.
What
Keep it
time do
rock
you
and
guys
roll alive.
what time do you guys get in?
Uh, I'm flying in the day of the
Okay.
show. Yeah,
Okay. So not enough time for me to take you to see Footloose.
not necessarily. First of all, I'm a singer. You think I sound check? Are you kidding?
That's true. That's true. That's true.
All right.
So, all right.
Uh,
Well, we'll see you on Friday then.
Yeah, Eric. All right.
It's good talk to you.
Good talking to you too, bro.
All right.
Peace
Bye.
out. Bye.